This is so savage. I'm assuming you're about to chase your Smirnoff
Pellegrino?
with some
no,
Gatorade.
This is Pellegrino, just like bubbly Gatorade.
Bubbly Gatorade.
Yeah, it's all good. It's just 6 little bubbles.
Oh, did you not want people to know?
Okay, you don't want to do it in the beginning of it.
Yeah, I could put it wherever I want.
Yeah, you like to hide it in the middle, though. Algorithm.
Oh, sure.
I gotta watch out for that thing.
I don't give a fuck about
I gotta get closer to this thing. Here, let me just...
As you can see, guys, I am sun-kissed, looking crispy as fuck. Just got back from Florida with Booth Babe. I know you guys, long-awaited guest that I do have here today. Someone that you guys always love when they're on. You know, we're not going to fully talk about our Florida vacation because my guest isn't Booth Babe. Booth Babe is not on today. But I got you someone just as good, in my opinion, maybe a little bit better. One of the people that helped introduce me to the world of podcasting, helped me get started on Ever-Changing ViBE. Some of you know him as OG Tom. Some of you know him as Thom-Ye. How we doing today, dude?
I'm doing great, but I gotta be honest, you can't call me better than Booth Babe, because my girl was already, she goes, "Oh, you going to see a butt buddy?" Now you just did.
Why do girlfriends love to do that little... That is so funny to that. Like Booth Babe does that with me and Gio a lot, too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like...
Boys can't be boys. We gotta...
To be fair to her, I do it. I make the jokes more than she makes the jokes. Like, yeah. Me and Gio hanging out.
Well, luckily, my girl don't go nowhere.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
I mean, you know, not by my choice. I keep telling her to get friends. She just doesn't go out. She just... I just sounded like I was keeping her for a second. Yeah. I keep telling her, I'm like, yo, go see Felicia. Go see Lacey. Yeah. She's in the end. And they're both those girls too. They're like, yeah, we gotta get out more. Girls don't hang out. They don't do it.
I noticed. Like,
I don't know. It sounds like Booth Babe does.
They always, well, yeah, she does. But
yeah,
with so girls, I feel like it's always got to be like a group thing.
Yeah.
They can't just like, they can't either shoot the shit or just like chill in a room with you know, another person for like an hour.
Yeah, they'd rather just like text like Facebook posts and like, see, look what they did.
Yeah.
By themselves.
And that's like, that's their you know, relationship. It works. Sometimes I'm jealous of it because I'm like, I need to be interacting with a human.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you, I'm jealous of one thing. There's some, I mean, I can't picture the female version of this, but there's a dude who's just like, bro, what we doing, bro? Hit me up, bro. And you're just like, bro, I can hang out like once every like 4 months most of the time. Like I can't just pull up and just smoke a blunt or whatever you thinking that we're gonna do. Or just like it's like I'm working.
Yeah. We're just older now. Like it just doesn't. I mean, and it's fine. Like I need more time, like because I'm working, and then on the weekends it's like I don't have social battery, so it's like I'd rather just stay home and watch movies. But like like
and then like something like this is fun. So like when you hit me up like all the time, like to do this, and like I also love creating a memory is like one of the better parts of it. But just like chilling, just one-on-one with another dude, just yep. It's like, dude, I don't know, we'll bump into each other. Like I'll see you at a party or something. Like just
exactly. Yeah.
Like it's just there's not time for it all the time. Just,
to like I get your point. Like with the friends that like, oh, let's do something this Friday. Let's do something. It's like, dude, I don't want to do something every single weekend. Like,
yeah, I know.
I want to do nothing most weekends. This is like you said, like the podcasting thing. It's like creating like a moment that you know. And I'm not. There's a reason why I don't have the same guest on every single time. Today, we don't even have Gio. I did all this myself. Yeah. Believe it or not. And he's gonna tell me all the mistakes I made, but we'll get into that.
Like the last, do you got a good point?
No,
because I thought you were breathing for a thought.
I was.
All right, so let me fill in. Oh no, you do got something.
Maybe.
Let's fumble over it. I don't know. Anyway, I was just gonna say, like the last time I hung out with like a dude to go out of my way to hang out with like a dude was my bro got back from like being on a boat for like 2 years. You're supposed to be out for like 3 months, and then he would text us like every 6, like they didn't let me go. I'm the boat captain. They won't let me leave. He's like, I'm the captain now, and it's it's not. I mean, he was having a bomb time. He came back with the best stories, but
right.
still, like, it's like that's when you go see a boy. You're like, you've been on a shit for 2 years. I miss you.
Like my buddies that were in the military that like go away, like whenever they come back, it's like, yeah, I'll make sure I can schedule something. I'll like do whatever. But even those friends, even if they're back, full time or whatever, it's like, I'll schedule one big thing with you, and then just, throughout the year, I might text you like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, you really just need something to do.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's, I don't really deal with this anymore. I feel like I was the annoying friend. That's probably why I never really dealt with it. But like the people that, are like, hey, let's hang out. It's like, hey, let's go play golf. Like, sure. Like,
yeah.
If we have
Which I did
to do,
yesterday.
oh, did you?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Or it's like, oh, there's a new stand-up special. Like we were talking about Sledgehammer earlier. It's like, that's just like, okay, we'll sit down and watch it, and then we can like shoot the shit for like a couple hours. Like, just have a thing to do. Don't just go, hey, let's hang out and figure out what we're gonna do. Like,
yeah. No, and then a lot of the time it's the friend where like, there ain't nothing we're gonna figure out. Like,
right.
Like the reason you hit me up is because you got all day to just smoke weed. And that's all you do or some shit. I'm like, I can't keep doing this.
and like that's not bad. Every once in a while, it's just like the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't have time for that. Like I just want to do like for me now, especially with the podcast and stuff. Like
it's like justify it. Like you're saying, like hey, we're about to go like the golf's a great example. It's like, all right, we're outdoors. We're doing mild exercise. Actually. Yeah, I'd call it mild exercise.
It's more than people give it credit for. Because there's enough fat people that play golf that, like, you go, oh, it's not that athletic, but you're hiking, like...
Yeah, it's a walk at least, right? Yeah. I'm saying it's not football, but, like...
No, right.
Yeah. Or, but, yeah, and also I want to be clear, like, I've actually never really golfed, and I really want to really bad, but... or at least just go to the range and just fire them off. Like maybe not even a whole game because I'm not gonna know what I'm doing. But I played mini golf with my girlfriend yesterday, so it wasn't. That's not really exercise.
That's one that you can do with a girl and not with a guy. Like you get you and your buddy can.
Yeah. I gave her a 15-point
head start or whatever.
Handicap or whatever they call it. I give her 15-point handicap. And I'm like, you beat me by 3, babe. Good job.
Did you tell her you gave her a handicap?
Oh, she was keeping the score. She didn't ask for it, but she's like, we played like the first 4 holes, and I go, I'll tell you what, let's make this a little more interesting. Like this, you get a few extra hits per game here.
Dude, if Booth Babe watches this, she's gonna be so mad because that was one of the things she wanted to do this week was because she goes back to like summer school next week, so we have this week together. Yeah, she's like, oh, let's go play mini golf, and I'm like, I kind of want to be lazy. We went to the beach. We did other things together, but not that. And
it's like it's like the perfect.
See, look at
thing.
Another couple went.
It is like the perfect thing. Like honestly, it should take her for the fact that this is like a 40-minute activity. Like you add the drive in. Like this isn't like an all day thing. It's like you do that and then you're like, all right, what's for dinner?
Yeah, or like especially the time of day that you tend to do like a mini golf. It's like, let's go get an ice cream or something after that. Like or maybe it's closer to dinner or lunch. You just go get food after. Maybe get food before. Date. Like it can be turned into like a lot like a whole day, or it can just be like the quick little activity and then on to the next thing.
I know. I kind of wanted to go around twice. I'm like, I'll pay for one more, and she's just like, no, it's so hot out, which it really is. But like, I gotta get my vitamin D. Like, I mean, it's not really there.
Yeah, dude. You cannot sun kiss like this guy.
God,
doing my shirtless walks like daily.
I got one a little darker than the other. You can't really tell in this lighting. This one though is like noticeably darker because I drive.
Yep. Dude, one time I saw this guy. It was like I think it was my brother's like college graduation party, and his buddy like got there late and was driving because it was back up at Amherst. So, drove like 2 hours up to Amherst. Like this the whole ride. And this arm was red, like he's so like wicked burnt, and then his other arm's like he's like Irish too, so it's like wicked white. So he's just the whole party is like it looks so funny. But
I've heard of a redneck. I never heard of a red arm. Oh man,
good joke. Insert that, but
no.
Let's hope your boss doesn't watch this one.
Oh my god! Wait, why? What?
Because then he'll know how not funny you are, dude.
Oh. I already know.
I was trying to save you. But
I didn't know what you were saying.
So
he knows how unfunny I am. He's like, I don't want to hear about Yemen again.
Hear about what
like,
again?
No, it's a real funny joke. I don't want to hear about Yemen again.
Yemen?
Yemen, the country. I don't know. I'm
country.
joking because I never shut up about politics. I'm just,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I bug him about. I'm like, you hear about this one? Nah, but he likes it too. He likes all the politics. Anyway.
Yeah, typically that's where our conversations go. It's like just you're one of my favorite like people to hear your opinion because I never understand, like, I never know where it's going. And then you also, I mean, you're the only, like, true libertarian, like, active, or I don't know if you're technically libertarian or what.
You have no idea how much a joke this is in the community of they're like, you're not a real libertarian. You're not a real libertarian.
Let me tell you,
there's a million people like, no, he's the worst one.
I'm over here drinking Bud Light. You think I know what a libertarian is?
I don't know. There's plenty of them that like that. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, fucking
it's
get
a very
politics
diverse
out
group.
of your beer.
It's a very diverse. I'll tell you what. There's a libertarian festival that happened last week, and I was so mad because my car broke down, and like I was out for like a week because I thought I was out for 3 days, and then all right. So scheduling my thing. All right. So 2 of the days of my week, I work in the morning time.
Okay.
Food delivery is a little bit about dinner. Lunch happens, you know.
Right.
Like when I say morning, I mean I'm working lunch.
Yeah, like 10 to whatever.
Yeah. It's not the best shift. So like I'm like, if I pay for a rental for 2 days, it's just gonna be like that's gonna be such a large. Like I might and then add in the gas. I'm like, it just makes it like I'm gonna be making like minimum wage, and I'm just like, I'm above that. So I'm just like, all right. So I'm gonna miss, and I'm like, all right, Tuesday. It's like that would have been the only good day, but I'm like, but I'm not gonna pay for the other 2.
Right.
And after I have the car, like, what am I gonna bring it back like the day after? So I'm like, those 2 are weighing against the one that would be good. But then, like, it turns into, like, Sunday all of a sudden, my alternator goes out. Like, this was a scheduled appointment. I got rear-ended a year ago, and I waited an entire year to do it because I'm allowed to. Right. Like, my car worked, and I'm like, when's a good time to take time off work? So I just ignore that part for, like, a year, and then car runs fine. It's just, it was dented. Or actually, it wasn't even dented. They told me it was underneath. You couldn't even see it. Like, it looked like a fine car. It just had a scratch. But apparently
what was the
underneath.
accident?
Someone just rear-ended me. They just, I don't know. They just drinking coffee, playing on their phone. Who knows?
Yeah.
They said coffee. I'm like, yeah, on your phone.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no. So it was just like whatever. It was like literally just coming to work and I don't know. Like, yeah, it was just ridiculous. But I don't know. I waited all that time, and then the day before, which this is actually 2 days before the appointment. It was supposed to be on Tuesday. Sunday, my alternator goes out. So I'm like, all right, my day off's tomorrow anyway. I got time to fix this. I get it done. But it ends up putting me 1 day behind. Like I couldn't get it there right in the morning. So it sets they're still going to take me. They or it already happened. They took it, but they probably didn't get a full day's work in on Tuesday because of the alternator. But I'm like, whatever. They still said they'll wrap it up in a couple of days. Insurance company sounds like they dragged their feet or whatever. Not going to name which one. Leave them alone. Whatever. Small little place. But
Ever-changing Vital doesn't have that much of a sway. We're not going to.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not defending these people, but but at the same time, it sounded like a small operation. I talked to the same 2 guys every time.
It's people like you and I that are running that insurance company.
Yeah. Like when I get Geico, they're like, "Hi, I'm guy number 5 working on your case."
Right.
Like you get whatever this person's like, and it's their insurance. They probably don't care about me. I'm not paying them.
Small, like,
I'm asking. I got something. They got something I want. They're dragging their feet. Like, so whatever. But yeah, I talked to the same 2 guys. So I mean, that's probably a benefit for that kind of company. You know, small company. We work with you. It's probably nice if you work with them. But whatever.
It's the
not
Michael
the point.
Scott method.
Yeah, I don't know.
Michael's like The Office.
Yeah,
like
The Office guy. Yeah.
They're more personable. That's why they beat out the other brands like Staples or whatever.
Yeah.
That was the premise.
Well, you know, knowing Michael Scott, I mean, yeah, it sounds as idiotic as anything now. But hey, you know what? It was charming, sort of. Not really. Hurry up,
Dude,
give me my money.
Some clips like that I like when people like post like reels of like things from that show. It's like, whoa, that's a hot fucking like joke. Like,
oh, you're saying like it was kind of seemed like you'd be canceled for it now.
Yeah, like there's not even you can't even like reference some of the shit that like.
It's so sad because that show is honestly so tame. Like I've been paying attention since 4chan. Like
everybody still agrees. Like even people watching it now, they're like, yeah, you couldn't put it out now. It's like Why? Because we all agree that it is funny and it was funny. But
And
now we can't. I don't know.
I know.
Fucking.
No.
You go right into politics, or you get me to go right.
This isn't politics. No, this is culture. This is. I don't know why things have. Yeah, I just don't know why it's changed so much. It's just like you look back at it, and it's like I watched every one of you laugh. Every one of you laughed at this, and they're like, "We got better." I'm like, "Screw you! No, you didn't." Because I meet people of every background, and I find ones who find it funny still, and you took it from us, so fuck you.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. I like.
Yeah.
And it's also I don't get this whole like complaining about it. Like, just stop watching it. Because like the people that go, "Oh, that's offensive. That's traumatizing." Well, the more you tweet about it, the more it's on your mind, the more you like. Why do you want to keep reliving this traumatic, offensive moment? If you really want, like, if it was really offensive to you, you would move away from it, unless you kind of like it. Maybe you're getting some bit of pleasure out of the fact that, like, you're getting offended. Just like some people like to get punched in the balls when they have sex. Like, I don't know what your kink is, but it sounds like you're into this pleasure. So that's why, like, I think it's like we should lean into these offensive jokes, because both the people that laugh at it and that enjoy it, that think it should be out there, are laughing and enjoying it, and then the people that are complaining and it's offensive and whatever clearly get some pleasure, something out of it. So you're welcome too. Yeah. And then the people that don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck.
Like, where's my sympathy? Do you know what makes me feel like to police my language?
Right.
It's like I gotta walk around with a mask on, just being like, they don't think what I think funnies.
Yeah, dude, exactly. It's like I feel so ostracized. Like,
it's that bad.
And I also, that's the other thing. It's like, the people that
two cis white men telling it how it is.
But like, who cares? Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
If this isn't funny, if this isn't entertaining, then you're not watching it. Yeah. You've clicked off already, or you're continuing to watch it.
I think at least one person clicked off right there.
Yeah.
Take it.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Some
did,
of the comments.
Till you left.
No, we appreciate even the people that leave, because you still give me a view count.
Yeah. Speed of view counts and leaving, Twitch. I'm like in the mild side of it, which I found out, like, dude, like having 5 puts you in like such a high percentage, like 5 people watching. No, but I did last night.
Okay.
I do like occasion, like I got a game, and it's like I'll stream when I get a good horror game. I'll stream because that's not something you want to talk to somebody else about. Like, you want to get immersed in it. Mm-hmm. So I'll play that. And
what were you playing?
The new Layers of Fear. It's like a remaster of the 2023, and I'm not sure because I didn't play the DLC, but I think the concept is, and this is really not a spoiler, like, I spoiled the first 30 seconds. Like, that's all I'm about to do here. Like, this is kind of like the interesting premise. But I mean, I did like getting to find out about it the first time. But if you didn't play the first game, then this isn't going to matter to you. You wouldn't have noticed this because it feels like the same game. But they added a layer, like I said, Layers of Fear. Get it? Wicked funny what I just said.
Layer.
Anyway,
they added a layer
to Layers of Fear. The game's called Layers of Fear. Yeah, okay. See what I did? Well, let me over-explain it a little more.
A dungeon, like a layer. I gotcha.
No. Actually, no, a layer.
A layer.
To the storytelling.
That's it.
Yes.
Not a layer.
You're now also get to play almost what seems like, I don't know if this was a DLC or something that came out elsewise, but I couldn't picture how the DLC would work. It didn't work like this, so I think it's just new to this game. Mm-hmm. You now also play an extra horror story where you're the writer of the horror story that is the first game.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like, that is a freaking remaster. I've never seen a game like, maybe you could point one out and I will play it right away, but I've never seen that.
How does that work? Like, how does the story evolve? Like, if you are writing it.
You have a similar little horror experience where you went to a lighthouse to isolate yourself to write your book, and you're having a little bit of going nuts due to the isolation. But the first horror story is about a guy going nuts in isolation as he just like drinks himself into insanity. And like the house is just like the house will like you'll go down a hallway and then like there's no door in that room. You look around, you turn around, it's a new hallway on the way out. Like it just gets like it's like psychological. Like you're like a dementia alcoholic guy like scaring the crap out of himself in his house, like trying to rebuild the story of his life.
Like, what happened? He browned out.
Yeah, it's wild. But and that's really not all spoilers. Like, you don't know the story of his life. That's what the game is about. It's about learning about it.
If you get to write the story, then I'm sure there's like, I'm sure there is certain like paths and stuff. Like there is like limitations on how much you can write, but like you're still, you're gonna have a different experience than you had.
Yeah, and the top layer appears to me like I'm just guessing because I've only gone through one sequence of the outer layer of the writer. It's gotta be the isolation madness. Like it's like I'm already like, oh, I get like a double story here. This is dope. It's the person losing their mind, writing a story about a person losing their mind. I love it. You just made game Inception. I'm freaking pumped. I'm only like 2 hours in. I think it's probably like at least an 8-hour game. So I feel like I couldn't have spoiled more than a quarter. Sorry, but it's
I actually like I hate when things like become too meta. I've been like lately I've been doing a lot of thinking about I guess to simplify, like stand up and then I recently watched the Kill Tony like 10-year anniversary, whatever. So it got me thinking like, all right, so how do you construct a 1-minute bit? And then I like one of the first like jokes that I was trying to like formulate in my head was like so meta. And I'm like, dude, if I was listening to this guy or some guy tell what I was like trying to come up with, it would be, I would get booed. So I was like, and it was because I was trying to do like a meta interpretation.
I wouldn't start any kind of like extreme analysis until you got an audience of at least one fan. Like you gotta.
I've never even done stand up, and I'm trying to do like this meta joke.
That's like a big level one.
Like I should do a knock joke for my first joke. Like
somebody recommended that to me. He's doing better than me. I'll say that because I tried. Like I told you, I tried stand up. He's still in it, and he's doing a good job. And when he gave me the advice, I was kind of like, and I was like, but. He's in it. I'm not. So he's good for him. I don't know if he's going to make it, but he's like, just try to get a laugh. He's
that's what I like.
Yeah, get comfortable.
I started with that same thought, like try to make a laugh.
Yeah.
Well, how do you make a laugh? Well, the whole fans, know the Kill Tony thing, so make a joke about the podcast Kill Tony.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to build a joke about the podcast Kill Tony, and I started to like formulate this thing about like pussy, so that like when the timer goes off and does that meow, and like the little cat noise, it's like that the punchline is like me running out of time.
Yeah. But the meta is that you're making a comedian's joke. And the thing is, you got to realize you're not going to be big until you're out. No, not that. That's not the issue. You could get a laugh from a room of comedians. You might not get a laugh from a room full of normies. Like, you got to build for both. Like, you can be a comedian's comedian if you work your butt off. But I would start with normal folks. It's just like the guy who doesn't know Kill Tony. Well, Kill Tony's great. Like, it's a cultural phenomena, but like, just. Like cultural phenomena. That was too big for you, Tony. No, he's great. But like I'm just saying, like I'm like getting old. But like,
anyway, that crowd is like, just like the inauthenticness of that. Like, like you're here to make us laugh, like to show that you're a good comedian. Why are you like? You shouldn't be talking about the show. You should just be talking about a joke or like an experience, a story of your life. Like it shouldn't be like. And so I don't know. I kind of scrapped the idea. There was another thing that
you don't want to show up and be telling like almost like niche memes. You
you
want a wide appeal.
Right.
Somewhat.
But yeah, I've been like trying to catch myself when not just when thinking about jokes, but like even like some of my other thoughts, my revelations. I'm like, this is just too meta of a revelation. Like this doesn't make sense anymore. It's like I do it a lot, which. Now that I've been like catching myself, it's actually like good that when I do it, but where I just kind of break something apart or like down too much, and then like the thought is like no longer like a thought because it's like the thought of the thought, and it's like what am I actually thinking about right now? Like,
getting a little boggled up there.
Yeah, a little boggled.
It's tough when you're on stage too. If you have you been up yet?
No,
Well, you can't overthink it too, because if you're doing all that, you gotta just. I would just take on the beats. Like you don't even have to do like, dude. You can go get a 5-minute set, and you can do 2. You can leave. You can just start.
I've like come up with like some things that like I would tell, but my thing like, I don't know. I have such a like obsession for stand up. I really enjoy it. Like enjoy it as like entertainment. And I think if I start doing it, the things that I'm going to know and learn about it, like, even if I do it once, it's like, I'm going to understand it from a different perspective. And then I'm going to have even more trouble, like, enjoying the content after that. It's like podcasting. Like I'm still obsessed with podcasts, but every time I'm watching a podcast, I know because like the things that I try to do when I'm setting up like the visual, the set and everything and like how things are going. So like things like random things, especially with my ADHD, will just like take me out of the podcast itself. And then I'm not even witnessing the content or the, you know, the actual entertainment of it. I'm just like, oh, well, you know, this
worst freaking offense. Sorry.
No, this is good. Because Gio's not here, I'm going to take a quick moment to like double check all these camera angles, make sure everything's still recording just right. So
I don't have to answer. I'm just
You're good. You're good. I feel like we didn't quite finish the stand-up talk, but I don't know if you had any.
Nah, I think we're out on that, man. It's like I think the gambling analogy somewhat sums it up. It's a very high-low kind of game, and you got to find the thing that you like are passionate about to get there. And I'm a greedy bastard, so mine's money.
Yeah, yeah, it's something that I am interested in. I forget what point I was kind of like riffing off of. So
takeaways, you got to go try it. That's it.
Comment down below if you want to hear more. I'm happy to talk about that journey, and maybe I'll document that journey just to like.
Might as well.
I filmed my sets. I'm not posting my early sets.
There's a video camera somewhere in my home with my first set ever, and I swear to you, I didn't do that bad. I did bad the next few, but you know.
See, I wonder what happened, because like if.
And I say that bad because it wasn't great.
Yeah. Like,
I got laughs though. Like, that's what's worth it.
What will make me want to do it more is like if I do bad the first time or if I do good the first time. Because if I do good the first time, then like I think that'll initially make me want to do it more.
Yeah.
But then like as I start to like develop it and like
could even be worse.
It's like it makes it harder for me to do. So like it deters me from it. And if I do really bad the first time, it's like, oh, it's only uphill from here. Or like, I know what the worst of this experience is. Like I know what it's like to bomb. Like
I think I would have rather, if I could go back, I don't know if I would have made it through it, but I would rather do bad and then good. I think that'd be perfect. Like 1-2, like do bad and then somehow have a comeback where you're like, I did okay.
Yeah. I feel like the first set literally doesn't matter. It's literally the second set.
Yeah.
The second time I go up, if I do good or bad, I think that will dictate that journey, that future. But like I said, like it would mean so much to me if I, as a podcaster, got into stand-up and just like got accepted by the community. I've talked about Noel Miller. He technically started YouTube. I mean, he started stand-up before he was doing like Vines where he got popular. Yeah. And now he's doing like mostly YouTube, but he just
I thought you meant he like started YouTube at first.
Yeah, he's like, the creator.
Yeah. It's like, wow, man.
He's up there with Elon Musk and
and then he just switched into comedy, and who knew? The guy's a genius.
But like it's watching his journey is like so valuable to me. Seeing like him on, Flagrant, him on what was the other big podcast? Not Rogan yet. I think it was Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is another big one that I watch. He's on a couple podcasts as like kind of promoting his tour or whatever. Maybe Andrew Santino's podcast or something like. Guy. Yeah, dude, he's a good one. Dude, but it was so cool to me to see someone that like is really like known and built their notoriety through the YouTube and like but like still has a skill set and then is accepted by like I feel like there's a lot of like TikTokers that like don't even get a chance to like, perform at the comedy mothership because like, it's just like, I feel like, and I could be wrong. I've never obviously had any interaction with that little like tight knit community. I just feel like it's a very tight knit community. It's hard to like.
I won't download it.
Download what?
TikTok. No.
I never have. I used to like because of that, like people that, wanted to share like TikToks with me, would text them, and I used to just open it and use the like Safari, whatever.
You get to watch it.
Doing that.
No, if they get it one time, dude, I'm not worried about the surveillance. If that's where you're going, I watch it one time, like, but I'm like that app is made to be addicting, and I'm like maybe this is the point where I disconnect.
If you go on the like web-based platform, like you still have all the scroll so. I
mean, I'm on Twitter and it's like Elon's making it like more towards that, which I don't mind because like, yeah, it's addicting. I like it, but Twitter is also like a lot more. Actually, probably TikTok would be. TikTok looks like just the Twitter algorithm on steroids in that direction. Like Twitter also has like I can actually like read the news and stuff. It's not like just like 50,000 hits of dopamine. I mean, it's definitely still 50,000 hits of dopamine, but I feel like it's like, I feel like we're talking like perks and heroin. Like, it's just like.
Yeah. I never got in, like, I deleted Twitter. I've definitely told this story on the podcast before, where my ex-girlfriend kind of bodied me through Twitter,
Like,
and I deleted the app.
You got dunked on?
So bad.
Oh, Lord.
Like at a
Enough
time,
to delete the app.
At a time,
and from your own, always be your own.
At a time when I was getting like if someone got 3 hearts or favorites or whatever, and a retweet, like they were the popular kid. It was like I was in college. It was like high school. And whoops. It was like high school. I was in college. Dude, she had like 19 retweets and like 30 something favorites. I was like, wow.
Dude,
so
no, chicks are always gonna do good on social media.
Yeah, well,
they're like, oh, like you can say the same
like
opinion next to her.
Like a post or a comment.
Yeah.
It was like specific. It was.
Yeah, but she dunked on you is why. Yeah.
It was. Yeah. She said like. I tweeted something about like the breakup and like her and how I'm not getting through the situation, and she tweeted, she's
her
like,
little army came after you.
At me next time, and then posted like,
that's it. That's all she got, because that's pretty good. Like,
at me next time,
it's dirty, but
or just talk to me, and then like the picture of like proof that my tweet was wrong. I said something about like,
oh, she had receipts, dude.
So okay, no. So
oh Lord.
All right. Quick recap. I don't want to tell the whole story because I want to get into some other stuff today. But someone told me that they saw her with purple hair, and I was like, wow, like. And I tweeted something along the lines of like,
bro, my girl got red purple hair right now.
Like, well, the trope. It's like when girls are going through shit, they dye their hair or they fuck around with their hair a lot.
Oh, all right.
So I tweeted like, I may be.
Oh, Brittany, you all right?
She with you.
She going through it.
She going through it. But it's just a premise of a joke. Like I've heard it before. It's not original. But I tweeted like, I might be struggling with the breakup, but at least I'm not changing my hair to purple.
Oh.
She tweeted or like took a picture, and I didn't even understand graphic design at this point, so I still don't know how she did it. And like now I could probably do it with the technology that I've learned today, but like at the time I'm like, what? How do you do this? She had like in one hand like this, and one hand like this. She graphic designed the screen grab of my tweet like above this hand, and was holding the purple wig. It was a purple wig in the other hand.
So she didn't have purple hair? She was just putting a wig on?
No, she just had a fucking wig. She was just out with friends having a
just
good
like
time.
She just like reverse Scooby-Dooed your ass. She's like, actually, it's your fault.
Yeah,
damn
dude.
kids, your dog
She's
too.
Like, actually, I'm doing quite all right. I'm having fun. I'm doing fun things. I'm like, like crying.
Devastating.
So,
oh my god.
I thought about going back once or twice, but now I'm very happy that it's never become like a part of my thing. And then like later I started deleting like Facebook, and now I have Instagram, but I really like only have Instagram for like the podcast and like the content side of things. I never go on my personal page, which is, I feel bad because like I don't even know what my last post on that page was, but like like my girlfriend will tag me and shit on stories on this, on that, and like I don't repost them because like I see it like 3 weeks later, like, oh, you were mentioned, and I'm like, shit, whoops.
Oh nah, man, I'm a freak for that on Twitter. I do fall for that. That's why I won't get TikTokers, because I know that one's like the steroids of it. But Twitter, I love that. Like I would like, ooh, got a banger.
Yeah.
Ooh, got a banger here.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting like I do it right on Twitter. I get like, I was getting good. I had one day that was the best.
Do you pay for it now?
Day.
You got the blue check?
No, I'm not paying for that. I mean, do your thing, Elon. You know what? I respect it. You're trying to make money or whatever. Just like he's making changes to the site. Oh my god, dude! So you're not on Twitter, so you don't know how bad like things are right now. And it's not that things are bad right now. Things are different right now. They're evolving at a rate that makes people confused. And it's like I. All right, so I went from like he said he was gonna kill the bots. Them bots are there. I got more bots now. All right, Elon. So work it out. But how he tried to work it out recently, he's just like, hey, we're stopping spam, so you're only getting like what is it, like
you're only
300,
able to see
yeah,
a certain number of tweets a day.
Yeah, so you can't keep finding people interact, to like make yourself like more present on the thing. And the first day was rough. Like it was just it's been adjusted and stuff, and they're figuring it out as they go on. But that first day, it was just like Twitter just stops. And honestly, there was a part of me that was like, all right, this is a good thing. Like, because like I said, I don't want to do the TikTok. I was just like, all right, it's enough Twitter. I guess so. Yeah. Ran out of Twitter today.
I think it's a good thing. It's a step in the right direction in terms of social media. Like,
yeah,
I've always said, like,
I'd rather be more healthy like that.
Social media needs its seatbelt like evolution. Yeah. Like with vehicles, like people kept dying in like even minor car accidents because there was no seatbelt. So maybe this is the first, and like I think the first seatbelt was literally just around your waist, and it didn't work. Well, this seatbelt's not working the way it's designed to, but it's at least one of these social media apps is taking notice and like affecting change, because that's when the other ones will like, if the more success it has or the longer it's out and the more people learn how to use it, like then Instagram can start doing that, Facebook, and now there's a new app that I think it's through Meta or like Facebook, like Zuckerberg, the Threads or something. That
I saw this thing recently. I don't know anything about it, but I just like this morning almost I saw this thing.
So the things I'm reading about it, it's like I feel like there's so much hype about like it's gonna be bigger than it's gonna be. It's like
the hype
I'm
I've gotten
wait until it is. Like, show me that it's bigger than, like...
Nah, I show everything I've been fed, which, I mean, I have a certain demographic. Like, I built my own echo chamber. But, like, they, making it sound like it's, like, way more regulation.
Yeah.
And, like there's way more, like, post-monitoring and stuff. I don't know. Not my cup of tea. I like that Wild West, man. If there was a modern you got your Kiwi Farms, you got your freaking, you got your 8chan, you got all that. I've never actually been on 8chan. I've never been on Kiwi Farms. I hear about them. I don't even join them. But like, I'm just getting older, so I got like to the point where I'm like, yo, I remember when 4chan, and then they're like, yo, it's over here. It's like there's people still doing it, and I'm just like, yeah, what am I gonna get doxxed or something if I read this thing? Like, I'm like, you know what, man? I don't need more trouble. Yeah, it's similar to me in psychedelics. I'm like, I did them. Over. Yeah. It's like I just got out of that. I'm just like, that was cool. I miss it.
Experience.
I miss it. Yeah, you got to go there once.
I'm very interested about it. Like, and I've started doing my research. I've talked to a lot of people that I know who have done them. That like.
Oh, have you never?
No, not yet. I'm very interested in it, but I also like I'm still at the point where it's like it's intriguing, but I'm not like at the point where it's like. I need it. I want it. I want to try, like, making the moves to actually conquer it.
I would recommend 2 ways to get into it if you wanted to ever try it, because I do think it's something somebody should try. Also, just side note, not going to get into that one, but if you can ever somehow find, like, pure MDMA, not cut, not everything.
Yeah.
One time. It's like, you gotta take a peek into that one.
So for me, like, I know MAPS is doing a lot of work. I forget what the true acronym stands for, but it's kind of like the psychedelic movement. I think one thing I need before I can start looking into it is more legalization, more opening up, or like decriminalizing. Like,
like if we were Colorado right now, you probably would have already tried it.
Yeah.
But I still think just like Portugal, like you're like, yeah, I would have tried it if it was like that. There's a lot of people that are going to do that. But the thing is, the amount of people that do that, from what I've seen, it's a very minor uptick. It's like you try it, and then you're like, I did that.
Well,
and it's like it's not like it just turns into a hellhole.
How many more people have become potheads? Like none. All the people that like
that. The thing is, it's on like a little bit of a lower level. Like I know, I think Alex Berenson has like a thing on bleep that. He gets flagged a lot. I don't know. They don't like him. He's a doctor. He has a lot of good points. I don't know. YouTube's what the hell stuff. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. It's not that bad. It's I think you can say his name, but it's just
a
like
name drop.
It is, but it's just he's like they're trying to delete this man because he's got 2 opinions. He's got like I don't think the vaccine. I don't know if you could say that word. Just no, they're light on it. They're light on it now. I've checked.
Maybe
they're light on
we
it now.
Need a
but
different
like,
segment.
No, I'm saying like he put out a thing where like weed's not all that great. Like there's dangerous stuff about it. Like
I totally
like
agree.
everyone thinks it's all fine now, and that could have implications down the road. But
And I think with the legalization and the like, you know, the more acceptance of weed, we've also like things that I never knew. Like
yeah,
a lot of people are actually allergic to it.
yeah,
A lot of people have bad and even dangerous reactions to weed.
Yeah.
But weed is it'll never kill you. But like there's some people that have had some like real like side effects
Yeah.
to weed in different doses, of course. But like I always thought like growing up before it was legal, like weed's the good shit. Like what are we doing, man?
That's kind of what I was gonna say when I first started the sentence. Is like you're like, well, all these people are trying it. I'm like, yeah, but they ain't gonna go try heroin. Like they're
Right.
not like it's.
But I mean like
Yeah, like you know your like 60-year-old neighbor who's like, you know what, it helps my joint. Like my dad, he just got his CBD, but he's still like he's just getting CBD, which I gotta be honest, ain't damn nothing.
yeah, right.
Oh
right.
my gosh, like
CBD is a
yeah.
placebo and a half. Like
No, it can help. It can help.
yeah.
No, it can help. It can help with pain. It's not psychoactive. So like when you're saying placebo, you're just like I didn't get a headspace. But it can do a lot for pain. It can do a lot
Like
for
if
that.
you have like a balm and you just like put it on your elbows all the time, it actually.
And you know how
long term.
Brittany all the way. I gotta rub that on her back all the time, and she always
Actually, yeah,
she always
say
says
that even with pets, they put like CBD oils and stuff on their pets, and it helps.
I want to be clear though. I said I gotta rub that on her all the time. She always asks me to, and then like I'm like, baby, you gotta like get the balm out and like be like, now's the time. Like I'm not just like gonna run up on you with your t-shirt on. Like she always asks me to do it, and then like I never do it, and then she goes and does it herself. I'm like what do you want me to do? Like freaking kidnap you and put the balm on? Tell me when.
Yeah. You want to role play right now? Like, what are we doing?
She always asks me to do it, and then I don't do it, and I'm just like. I don't know. You're like, yo, let's do it. I'm like, we're watching TV. Was it now? Like, I'm like, what do I do? I don't know. Maybe I got to be more romantic with her medicine. Like, it's just like, I don't know. But I don't know. Anyway, I don't think everyone's gonna get crazy if they brought all the psychedelics around.
No,
it's that's like a low game they're playing.
I think you were telling me one time there was a governor, possibly a libertarian. I don't know, but you were telling me the quote. Like he was doing a speech. He's like. Someone questioned him on like why he wants to legalize heroin or whatever.
It was Ron Paul. Yeah.
It was Ron Paul?
Yes.
Oh, I know of Ron
He said that during, I believe, the '08 debates. They brought it up to him as like a gotcha. Like they brought it up like, this will make you look bad. I heard you want to make the heroin legal. And he goes, what, are you going to go out and do it? Like, like
So everybody here, if it's legal tomorrow, you guys all going and doing heroin? It's like, no, everyone knows like heroin's still bad. Like,
and the audience laughs and kind of claps. They're like, yeah, you know what? No, that ain't me. Like,
so and that's the thing. And very similar to like kind of how we, opened the show about like, if you're going to be offended, if you're going to be someone who's tempted by it, like stay away, and yeah, there's going to be some people that like didn't like, it came across their plate and they tried it and because it was legal, but like that happens right now when it's illegal.
No, seriously.
Like veterans getting prescribed perks and now it's like now they're heroin addicts because like it came on their plate. Like it doesn't matter if it's legal or illegal. Like that's not the thing that's making people do it. It's not. There's not like a big marketing campaign for like more heroin.
That's what I used to do, right? I used to no.
Oh shit!
Whoa, no, the war on drugs.
Oh yeah,
that's what I got roped to in my military job. I was helping with that. That was pretty much our whole shtick over there.
Is that kind of like why you left and?
Oh, you know what? I now like it was the first disillusion. Like I would look at it and I was just like, my job sucks, but I guess the rest of the military is good. And then like slowly I just start looking into it. I'm like, a lot of this sucks,
dude. Yeah, like
yeah.
You
got to respect the troops as individual. I mean, no, you got to. I don't know. I was about to do the Hannibal Buress thing, but I'm saying I
respect the bravery of like signing up for.
No, that's the worst part. It's good people.
Good people are doing what they think is the good thing to do, and in a lot of ways, there is good that they're doing.
There's some,
especially when it's needed, but. The one I hear, I think, talk the most about, like, demilitarization and like, war and all that is Dave Smith, and it's just like, every time I hear him talk, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, why do we can't
because,
like,
dude,
why are we putting people there? Like, why are we creating more things to, like...
Ron Paul created him. That's why. Like, he always attributed to Ron Paul. Yeah, he's like, that's the guy. Like, yeah, that's the same line of thought. That's like that's the new generation of that line of thought, I'd say, which is too big of a compliment. Yet again, I'm not sucking your dick, bro. Like, you know, you ain't Ron Paul. Love you, bro.
You will. He will, guys.
Wait, what?
You will, like, if opportunity presented itself.
I mean, what am I getting out of it? I mean, I don't just want to impress him. I mean, yeah, he got like $3,000. I mean,
I think I got on the microphone, dude.
I'm sorry, bro. I snorted.
I always use this one, so that's the next person's problem.
Sorry, bud. It was spit, not snot. Don't worry.
You should be watching my podcast before you come on.
Just a little kiss.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we always every time you're on, we get into like politics or just like
I can't help
cultural or weird stuff, and I love it. And even the couple times like when you were coming on as like a third mic, I would just mention like, if you have anything to bring, kind of like hoping that you'd prep something from time to time.
Yep.
You never really prep, and all your best moments or all the moments that I laugh at the hardest when I'm going back and editing are always like, you're just like ad-libs, your one-liners, your like reactions to things. It's not necessarily like the things you had prepped.
I'm prepping by engaging with the information on a regular basis, so it's all up here.
Your presence is the prep.
Sure.
But you used to prep a lot back in the Winner Gets Nothing days.
Yeah.
You just brought a little bit of prep. You see what I'm doing here?
Yeah,
doing a little bit of setup.
I found old notes from the old show.
So,
some OG Winner Gets Nothing. I
don't know how long you guys have been listening, but I've been a huge fan. I got to be a guest a couple times on Tom's old podcast. That's actually where Ever Changing Vibes started, was at their studio. Winner Gets Nothing. A lot of hilarious moments. I mean, granted, there are a lot of like local jokes that not everyone will get, but
we had a local audience.
The vibe that the three of you guys, created was one of the most entertaining. It was just so genuine and so fun. I really enjoyed it. I really hope you guys find a way to bring it back. Maybe I got to blow up and then totally fund and produce.
I'm
produce it for you guys, but
I'm bumping this segment. This one just got pushed back though because of what you just brought up, because I got a good one.
You got a good one?
Yeah, about what you're talking about with the whole you're validating me right now. You're validating me in a certain way, because I've had a conversation with my mother recently where she tried to tell me that my podcast didn't take off because of the types of jokes we do and stuff, right? And
it wasn't because of the types of jokes.
And this is what I was saying. I start going into it, and that's why I sent her Segura's thing, which I'm not calling myself Segura, but the amount of dick jokes he has in that special like, I'm like, this is what... There's a lot of kings out here doing the real work, and I was totally pushing in that lane of just like there's a bit of raunchiness that people like, and I started telling her, I'm like, you know what happens? It's not that this podcast didn't have a demographic. It's that you're not our audience.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, she's like, and I sent her Segura's thing so far. I'm like, look at this king doing total dick jokes the entire time.
Right now.
Absolutely, I know, but
2 days straight.
Yeah, no, and he deserves it, because that was such a good special.
I saw that tour, the Coming Everywhere tour. Did it really just happen again?
If you gotta, well, that's the teaser.
Finish.
All right, I'll just do it because I'm all right. I'll take over the camera. But what did you do?
I'm not gonna cut this out, and I probably should have. We're gonna play around with this segment. But we're going to do a little bit on this episode. We'll say goodbye, and then I think I'm going to save a little bit of it for, some bonus content. So maybe it'll go out if you really like, this segment and you wanted more. Just comment down below. But I'll let you kind of like finish your point about your interaction with your mom and validating you, and
I'm validating
this little
like,
segment as I try to fix that camera.
I'm valid. The validation is I'm saying, like, you're the target audience. I want dudes like you listening to my podcast. So when you enjoy it, I'm like, yeah, I know someone does. But she's over there telling me how it is. And she's like, I don't think your cousin blah, blah, blah talks like that. And I'm like, Mom, he used to babysit me and he put a condom over my head and it made me blow it up like a balloon to impress his girlfriend because it was funny. I'm like, the only thing that changed is that they hide it from you because they know you're not laughing. Like, it's just like, that's it. It's just like I don't know. Like she's like, well, maybe I just didn't think I thought people grew out of that. I'm like, yeah, you did. We didn't. And now, like, we know not to do it in front of you because you're over it. Like, that's us helping you. And I know I'm the only jerk who, like, goes to the family party and still brings it out. Yeah. But, like, that's it. Like, I get laughs out of plenty of them. Your older sisters laugh at this stuff. Like, it's just like, she's the baby of the family. I'm like, grow up. Grow up. Don't go get validation from the one other person you can find in the family that's like, that's a little reckless. I'm like, yeah, you're the only two. Go in your little, we don't like that corner. Like, this is, like, I don't know. And she's like, she'll say, though, she's like, I'll never say it wasn't funny. I'm just like, I don't think there's a wide audience for that. I'm like, I think it's 60% of people and you're in the bottom half.
Dude, look at YMH. YMH, especially if you look at the live shows and the numbers they did on the live shows.
Oh, like, my God, I know. They're like, raunchy.
There's a fucking audience. You just, like, yeah. I mean...
No, he's number one right now. He's number one this week, and it's as bad as it gets. Whenever the thing I sent my mom, that's not even the extent of it. When he's talking YMH, that's the same guy that is the special I sent you. I'm talking directly to you right now. Everybody thinks I got mommy problems now, but no, I'll send this to her because I'm just serious. He's just like, this is funny. This is funny.